What is up, everybody? It's Cjplays here, and I'm back with another Sims 3 speed build, and today I'm going to be building a little cabin that is hidden in the woods. So I'm building this in a world called Greymont Bay. It's literally one of my favorite custom worlds of all time, and the world itself is like a little coastal world by the water and stuff like that. It gives me like a Cape Cod kind of vibe, but the world has this little area that's by a campground, and it has a couple empty lots, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to build something on these lots. So I picked one of them. This is a 20 by 20, I want to say, or 20 by 15. It's a really small lot. So I was like, I need to build like a little log cabin in the woods that's kind of like secluded amongst all the trees and stuff like that, hidden in nature. So I kind of just wanted something to kind of, go over here. So I haven't really done a speed build in a really long time anyway. I want to say my last speed build was like a couple of weeks ago. I think I built a house for when Growing Together was going to come out. I just wanted to have a house to play in it on stream, so I think that was the last speed build. Maybe, I think. So it's been a while, and it's also been a really long time since I've done a log cabin in The Sims. Like, I haven't really built one of those in a while either. I used to build them all the time. Like, they're just really fun to make. They look all cozy and nice on the inside, so I kind of just wanted to build another one of those today. And this house is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It uses a lot of stuff from a lot of different packs. The idea for this build was just to give your Sims like a place to stay, maybe if they're on vacation or something like that, or you could just use this for like legacies or something like that if you want to. It is just a regular residential, so you could change it if you want it to be something different though, but I just wanted it to be like a really nice house. This is me now just changing the wallpaper color to make it a little bit darker. I used a lot of stuff from a lot of different packs for this build, y'all. Like, I'm talking like story content, stuff from expansion packs, stuff from stuff packs. I didn't really limit myself. I don't think I used any custom content, but I used like everything else. The reason why that I do that is because a lot of the stuff in The Sims 3, like a lot of the items, they aren't properly tagged. Even like some of the Create a Sim stuff is not tagged. So for example, you'll get something from the store, but in game it'll show up as being, base game. It won't even have like a little symbol beside it. So it's kind of hard sometimes to figure out what comes with what or what came with what. Even stuff that's like, like expansion packs and stuff packs, like sometimes I get the symbols mixed up. Like, ambitions kind of looks a little bit similar to pets, so sometimes I have to like do a double take and actually like look or hover over it. But with store content, it's almost like no telling sometimes, so I didn't really want to do that. Now this is just me now doing the floor plans. So normally I cut the floor plans out when I do speed builds because I feel like I'm really indecisive, and it just takes me a while sometimes. But this build isn't that big, so I was like, it really doesn't matter. Like, I can show y'all the creative process. So it is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, like I said. If you want to add like another bedroom in here, you technically could. But I just wanted this to be like a really small house that you could live in and stay in if you wanted to. So this little entrance area right here is going to be the kitchen. So I was gonna have the kitchen be like in the bigger part of the house, but I was like, no, CJ, we need to have like a kitchen because I wanted to like put like general living stuff, like couches and stuff like that. So I used this little entranceway. At first it was just going to be a foyer, but I was like, no, it needs to be a kitchen. So this is just me now putting down some lights and stuff. I used the lights that came with the base game. The one in the bathroom is from the pets pack, and then the other ones are stored content. And most of the windows, as you can probably already tell, they come from the pets expansion pack. And then I think the windows in the bathroom and the bedroom are from Showtime, I believe. Those are like some of my favorite windows anyway. They're just like really nice and practical. So I used some of those in here, and I also had to use my debug lights just to kind of make it a little bit brighter in here, because y'all know sometimes The Sims 3 is a little bit dark. So even with like lighting mods and stuff and G-shade and reshade and all that, sometimes it needs a little extra light. So, But anyway, this is just me now in the kitchen trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this wall. I wanted this to be like a backsplash or like an accent wall, so I ended up using some of the stone. I think it comes with ambitions or something, or pets. It came with one of those packs, so I put like a nice stone accent wall. And at first I was going to use those countertops from the base game, but then I was like, why don't I just use the ones that come with pets, since pets has a matching fridge that comes with it. The stove itself is stored content. I do not remember where it came from, but the stove itself is stored content, by the way. And then of course I had to get the matching cabinets and a couple of pots and pans up top as well. And I also used a really small like round table from the base game, and the chairs that I used, I think they're like craftsman styled, I want to say, but I haven't used those. I don't think I've ever really used those for anything. They come with like a matching couch and love seat, but I don't think I've used these chairs. Maybe if I have, it's been like a really long time, but I thought they were kind of nice in here, kind of give the house that little rustic vibe. So I recolored everything in here as well. And then I also used some tile down here on the floor to kind of break up some of that, just basic hardwood floor. The majority of the house is going to be hardwood floors. Again, it's a really old cabin. Like, nothing in here is really that modern. Like, look at the stove, y'all. It's not modern. I have a TV, but the TV is like the one from the mid-century set, and then like the computer is like the one of the old model computers in the game. So nothing in here is really up to date. So if you want to, like, edit it, rearrange it, put more stuff in here, feel free to. I don't really mind if y'all do that kind of thing. Just just do what you gotta do, okay? This is me now just moving on to like the main section of the house, or like the biggest section. So I was gonna use that TV from the 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff pack, but it was just so big, and I didn't want to block off any of the windows, so I used a little small one from the mid-century set. I also had to turn on move objects in the living room, because as you could probably already just saw right then, I was trying to move the couch a little bit back, but because the fireplace is right there, I guess you can't really place like chairs too close to a fireplace. I don't know how it works, but I had to like turn move objects on just to kind of like separate them a little bit. So I use those chairs that came from the base game, I want to say, and I have like the little cow print design on it. I did recolor them a little bit, but I really like it, and it kind of gives me that little rustic vibe. I also used a rug from Into the Future, which, if y'all did not know, right? So Into the Future comes with these green rugs. So basically they're like planters, so you can plant like harvestables on them if you want to. So they have an actual use, but I use them as rugs because I just need I feel like Sims 3 just needs more rugs anyway, or it needed more rugs, so I always use them as rugs. But you could you could always just use them as planters if you need to. I've used them as planters before, but sometimes I forget they have like a dual purpose. And this is just me now trying to put some clutter and stuff in the house. I put a lamp, I put the little antlers, I put that nice bookshelf. I have not used this one, y'all, in so long. It is one of my favorites. It's from like, I think, one of the like Frontier sets on the Sims 3 store. I need to actually go to the store and finish that set, by the way, because I want to get like all the rustic stuff. It has like this really nice fireplace that I want. But now this is just me trying to recolor the doors to match the archway. And then I was just trying to recolor a couple of things in here as well. The fireplace, I believe, comes with I think it's like the old mill set on the Sims 3 store, but I could be wrong about that. I'm not really for sure, but I really like that. I really like the stone around it, so I was like, you know what, it could kind of go in here. And also too, like I said, there is a computer desk in here as well. I kind of wanted to give you like a computer because you don't really need a computer for a lot in the Sims. Well, I guess it depends on what you need it for, but I feel like in the Sims 4 you like really need a computer, but in the Sims 3, you just really need it for like, certain things, I guess, but you could use it regardless. So maybe if your Sim's like a journalist or something, or maybe they want to check a dating profile or play a couple of games or something, you have a computer in here. And then I also put a little mirror just to put some more stuff on the wall, but that's pretty much it for the living room section. So moving on, this is the bathroom. So originally I was going to use the sink that comes with the master suite stuff, but it doesn't have any matching countertops to go with it. So I was like, I don't really want to use it. And so I ended up changing it for the one from Pets. So Pets actually has a like standalone sink object, which I don't know about y'all, but sometimes it's hard for me to use those in The Sims because a lot of them don't really slot to countertops that good. You have to like alt place them, and even when you do that, they don't really line up perfectly. They're either like a little bit bigger or smaller, and I just don't like that. So I try not to really use those, but I thought it was a nice touch in here, just to kind of make it look a little bit, fancy, just a little bit. And then also too, you may notice there's like an empty space between the tub and the door. So the door that I'm using is a 2-tiled door. So even if I were to put the toilet beside the shower, a Sim would not be able to get into the bathroom, I think. Or if they could get into the bathroom, I don't think they could use the toilet. So I had to like move the toilet on the other side of it. And the reason why I use 2-tiled doors is because you can kind of get them in the middle of the wall, and that's kind of what I wanted to do versus having the door going like the left or the right, if that makes sense. But that's pretty much it for the bathroom. It's nothing too fancy, just the bathroom. And then this is the bedroom. So for the bedroom, I used that bed. I forgot what set it comes with. I think it's like the ultra modern set, I want to say. Maybe I could be wrong about that, but I ended up using that bed because I thought it looked really nice in here, and I ended up changing the wallpaper. That little design on the border of the wallpaper, I ended up changing the rug in the living room from the design that it had to like one of these because I thought it looked kind of nice and it kind of matched a little bit. So I ended up like changing the rug to kind of match the wallpaper. And I also used the nightstand that came with Pets, and then there's like this little nook space. So I wanted to use the dresser that comes with the Pets pack, but I thought it was, I don't know, I feel feel like a sim could have used it, but I wasn't for sure, so I was like, let me just get a vertical one, like the one from Generations, and then we can, you know, hopefully a sim can use that one instead. And then last but not least, in this bedroom, I just put a I think I put a rug in here, and then I also used the painting that comes with the seasons pack, I want to say. I was trying to like switch out a bunch of different mirrors, but I couldn't really find one that I liked. I wanted to put one in the corner, but then I was like, I want two Sims to be able to get into the bed and not just one. I didn't want to put too much stuff like that could get in the way. So I ended up just going for the seasons picture instead. I thought it was a nice touch in here. But I think that's pretty much it for the inside of the house. Again, the house, it took me a while to actually build and stuff and decorate, but you know, if you look at the footage, it doesn't seem like it, you know what I mean? But you know, sometimes it'd be like that when you speed stuff up. But this is just me now going around the house to put some of the landscaping. So I tried to use trees that match up with the surrounding trees in the area. That's like a really good tip for landscaping. If you ever want to like try to get better at landscaping in The Sims, I would say like wherever the world you're building in, if it has trees around it or trees in the world, try to see what kind of trees those are, and then try to like, you know, put some of those same trees in your yard to kind of like give you like a reference point. You know, it'll kind of help the build kind of blend into the background, if that makes sense. This is just me now trying to make a little makeshift flower bed. So I used a couple of rocks, and then I just put down some dirt terrain paint, and I was so happy, y'all, because I built this house in edit town mode, and it's really cool because there's these like heather plants. They're like white, and I never see them like if I'm building in the game, so I have to like go to edit town mode to find them. And y'all, I love these so much. Like, is there a mod or something to get these in the base game, because I need them? I need them to show up without me having to like go into edit town mode. But that's pretty much it though for this build, y'all. Feel free to leave a like, comment something down below. If you want to download this, I'll leave it linked down below for you. But that's pretty much it. Please be sure to stick around for the screenshots, because the screenshots will show you how the build will look when you go to download it. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.